A warm welcome to today's edition of Money Moves. I am Melissa Enoch. It's Wednesday, September the 24th.
And I am Grace Agbaragu here at the FMDQ Ticker Tape Room. I hope you've all had a great day so far.
All right, then let's tee off with your news now in South Africa, where Geely Auto is set to return to the market this October, more than a decade after its exit in 2014. The Chinese car maker, part of Zhejiang Geely Holding Group, first entered South Africa in 2007, but withdrew amid tough economic conditions and competition. New dealerships are now being signed up across the country as the brand makes its comeback. In earnings news, Malawi-listed hospitality group Blantyre Hotels PLC has issued a revised trading statement for the 6 months ended 30th June 2025. The group expects profit after tax of between 3.27 and 3.37 billion kwacha, a major turnaround from a loss of 781 million kwacha a year ago. BHL attributed lower than forecast profits to administration costs at its subsidiary, Oasis Hospitality Limited, which has yet to generate revenue. Final results will be released after board approval. In Nigeria, Lagos state government yesterday listed 23.4 billion naira Eco Rice spot contract on the Lagos Commodity Futures Exchange. Here are excerpts from the listing.
This listing that we're experiencing today took 4 years for us to get to this point. We throw it into SEC, they throw it out, that the risk profile is not yet ready. We throw it in, they throw it out that you don't have this ready. And this has been from the time that the DG was heading the commodities ecosystem, and is now the DG. So today we're doing 23.4 billion. I want to thank the Honorable Commissioner for being here today, Dr. Fashola here, particularly Mr. Governor. He was here earlier, about 2 years ago. He believed so much that Lagos State is the fulcrum for finance in Nigeria and should be center point for commerce by way of comparative advantage. And like the Commissioner had mentioned earlier, this is just going to be a template to what we're going to be doing in other sectors apart from the rice value chain.
The listing of Eco Rice sports contracts is far more than a financial transaction. It is a bold statement of intent. It is a testament to our collective resolve to harness the inherent power of our land, the ingenuity of our people, and the sophistication of our capital markets to build a more resilient, self-sufficient, and prosperous Nigeria. The inherent value of the commodities markets cannot be overemphasized. For too long, our economy has danced to the volatile tune of a single commodity, crude oil. This has brought us a painful but invaluable lesson about the dangers of a monolithic economic base. The solution, however, lies not in turning away from commodities, but in embracing their full spectrum, particularly our agricultural commodities. A vibrant commodities market is the bedrock of any truly diversified economy. Its value is multifaceted. I'm indeed proud to see the cattle section of the commodities market here represented, and indeed every other one that is here. Because what does this provide? Price discovery and transparency. It moves from trade. It moves trade from the shadows of informal, opaque transactions into the light of a.
In other news, Cassava Technologies has partnered with Accenture to scale its sovereign AI capability across the continent. The collaboration will combine Accenture's AI refinery platform with Cassava's GPU as a service, powered by NVIDIA infrastructure in secure local data centers, keeping 104.9% to 2.66 billion birr, pushing it to 4th place in the market. The company also overtook Ethiopian Insurance Corporation in life insurance, though EIC maintained its overall lead with a 37% market share. The surge underlines growing competitions as insurers battle for customers in both life and general segments. Finally, on News Now, Africa Finance Corporation and the Africa Social Security Association have unveiled the Africa Saving for Growth program at the UN General Assembly under the Global Africa Business Initiative. The initiative unites social security funds from 15 countries alongside Morocco's CDG Group and AFC to build a policy reform roadmap, expand Africa's capital pools dataset, and channel more funds into infrastructure and private sector projects. AFC says the program builds on its 2025 study, which found over $1.17 trillion in institutional assets across Africa that could be mobilized into long-term development. I am Melissa Enoch, and that is it for your news now today. Our markets round returns shortly after the break with Grace at the ticker tape room. Stick around. Welcome back to Money Moves. Let's now go over to Grace for our markets updates. Hello there, Grace.
Thank you, Melissa. Now let's track today's market, starting off with the equities as usual. In Nigeria, the NGX All-Share Index closed at the negative, down 0.15%. The BROVM in Abidjan also slipped 0.33%. Nairobi Stock Exchange outperformed, rising 1.61% to 177.13. In North Africa, the EGX gained 1.76%, while Morocco's MASI fell 0.68%. And in South Africa, the Johannesburg Stock Exchange added 0.69%. Let's do a quick round on some of the Pan-African currencies. The rand fell 0.43% to 17.33 rand per dollar, while the Egyptian pound is 0.07% to 48.18. The CFA franc strengthened 0.29%, and the Kenyan shilling held steady at 129.20. Meanwhile, the Moroccan dirham rose 0.40%, and the naira edged up 0.14% to 1,419 naira 85 kobo. Let's switch into the commodities data deck, beginning with energy prices. Oil prices gained, with Brent crude up 1.27% at $68.49 per barrel, and US WTI rising by 1.32%. Natural gas added 0.32%, and ROBOB gasoline added 0.84% to $2 as of 13:06 GMT. Finally, to soft prices, cocoa rose 1.62% to about $7,100, and coffee gained 2.77%. By contrast, Cotton slipped 0.41% to $66.37. Palm oil dropped 0.39% and sugar was slightly weaker at $16.14 as of 13:10 GMT. And that's our Money Moves markets today. Over to you, Melissa.
Grace, thank you very much for those market updates. And that's it on today's edition of Money Moves. From all of us here at the FMDQ studios, we say thank you very much for watching and bye for now.